Okay, welcome back to the show. I'm Ken Dunn, and this is Books with Ken. I get a chance to travel all over the world and sit down with authors who inspire me, who write books that I think can make a difference. And I'm really happy to have in the studio with me today, Richard Morin. Richard, thanks for being here.
Thank you very much for having me, Ken.
You're welcome. Richard's written a book called You Working With You. It's an incredible roadmap for people that have realized that there's more that they want in life. Richard, what made you write a book like this?
Well, Ken, at this point in my life, I realized that after all of the things that I've gone through, all the challenges, all the successes, all the failures, all the pain, all the suffering, that I had something to share. And I wanted to write something that would help others who are on a path and who want to learn more and to see if they can get more out of life. And if they can pick up a few signs along the way, that's what I thought I would write. Something that they could maybe pick up a few pearls of wisdom and that would help them on their journey through their life.
One of the things that I thought was really cool about this, I've read hundreds of books in this self-help space, personal development space. But what I really liked about yours is written in wonderful little nuggets, a series of chapters that are broken into sections that are really a roadmap. What inspired you? Like, what caused you to go? We all go through changes in our lives. What inspired you to pursue this?
Well, this is actually my second book. The first book never saw the light of day because I tore it apart. But I learned something from writing it. And I learned that I do have a message. And when I told people about my first one, they said, well, write another one. So, Ken, to answer your question, I wrote this in these little vignettes. There's just under 100 chapters because people get it. You don't have to beat them on the head with the message. So these are 100 short little chapters that deal with almost 100 different aspects of life and of the challenges that I faced and probably you're going to face as well.
But a chapter only takes a couple minutes to read. They're wonderful daily segments to get people focused as they decide to go into this journey, this
Correct.
Improvement journey. Listen, Richard, I talk about this subject on most of my shows. All great books are remembered for one thing. Any of the books that I've really been impacted by in my life, when people ask me about them later, I typically think of one thing. One of my favorite books of all times is Malcolm Gladwell's book, Outliers. The entire book can be wrapped up in 3 words, 10,000 hours. What are people going to remember your book about? What's the one takeaway?
The major takeaway with my book is that at any point in your life, there's a time to change course, to pick a new direction. You don't have to wait. If enough time has elapsed and if you're prepared for change, then make the change. That the time is always now and the time will always be now. So make now the time to change and to make those corrections that you want in your life.
Richard, it's really been a pleasure to be in the studio with you today. Listen, if people want to get a hold of you, where can they find you?
Well, you can find me on my website, which is richardmorin.net, or you can email me. And the email address is simply richard@richardmorin.net.
And it's Richard spelt normally, and the last name is Morin.
That's right. And you can pronounce it Morin if you like. It's a French name.
I'm Ken Dunn. Thanks for being on the show today. I look forward to seeing you back here soon with another incredible author on Books with Ken.